Hi everyone, my name is Mallory and welcome to my YouTube channel, Graceful Pilates. Today's video is a 30-minute full body level 1 class. To get started, you are going to want 2 beds or 2 heavy springs loaded on your reformer. Once you are ready, lay on down supine on your back, head between the headrest. Start with your toes hip distance apart on that footboard. Widen that collarbone, widen those sit bones, staring up at that ceiling, palms facing down on that mat. You're gonna press out on your toes, making sure that your toes are nice and even, and return. Trying to keep those heels lifted the entire time. You're here for 12. If you notice that your knees tend to go out, put a little bit more weight on your big toes. Halfway there. Two more. On this next one, hold your legs out long, fully extended. Now lower your heels, keeping those legs nice and straight. Feel that calf extension. Hold it here. Lift those heels, return all the way back in, full stop. Once you're at a full stop, put the arch of your feet on that foot bar. Press all the way out, all the way back in. See as you extend, if you can exhale, inhale as you return. You're here for 12 again. Again, equal weight on those feet. Halfway there. Three more. One more, all the way out. Hold it here, full extension. All the way back in. Good. Now the heels, hip distance apart, still having that neutral spine. Press all the way out, then all the way back in. Here for 12, one more time. Four more to go. Staring up that ceiling. One more all the way out. Hold it here. All the way back in. Now for an external lateral rotation in those hips, heels are going to go to opposite corners of the foot bar, toes pointed up at that ceiling at an angle. Press all the way out, all the way back in. Just before a full stop, you want to keep that same momentum going as you extend and return. Try to see if you can exhale as you extend. You're already halfway there. Four more. Really focus on that external rotation here. One more all the way out. Hold it here. Feel that movement. All the way back in. Good. Okay. Now only your left heel is going to go onto that foot bar. Your right foot is going to go, you're going to place your ankle across your left knee and press out and return. You're here for 12 on this side, then 12 on the other side. Feel that nice, beautiful stretch. This is the warm up. Really enjoy it here. Keeping that figure 4 glued together. Halfway there. One more, all the way out, all the way back in. All right, other side, right heel on that foot bar, left ankle across right knee, press all the way out, all the way back in. This is the last and final piece of the footwork for the warm-up. Keep that figure 4 glued. Two more. One more, all the way out, all the way back in. Knees can go to your chest, roll like a ball, windshield wiper, side to side, whatever feels good here. All right, once you're ready, next is a series of bridges. I'm going to introduce each new set a different bridge. However, if you like one type of bridge the best, stick with that one. So to begin, both of your feet, flat feet, are going to go onto that platform in front of you. You're going to start with the carriage all the way in for this round. Your arms are going to be flat down by your sides, palms facing down. You're going to carefully roll those hips up, one vertebrae at a time, into a nice shoulder bridge. You do not want a gap in between your hips, your legs, and your abs, so really hike up those hips for me. Then roll all the way back down, one vertebrae at a time. Really making sure that lumbar is planted at the bottom before you lift back up, rolling those hips up. One vertebrae at a time, not letting that chin go to your chest. Then roll all the way back down. You should have a solid base in those arms. Those shoulders are supporting you. Roll all the way up. You're halfway there. Really making sure those hips are nice and even. Maybe go 1 inch higher. Then roll all the way back down. You only have 3 more in this type of bridge. Roll all the way down, 1 vertebrae at a time, 2 more. All right, 1 more. Hold it here, hold that bridge. And roll all the way back down. Knees can go to your chest, whatever feels good. Take a moment. All right, once you are ready, your heels are going to go onto that foot bar, and you're going to press out 2 inches from the stop, and you're going to roll into a other bridge, and you're going to try to keep that carriage as still as possible. If you do not like this one, keep your feet on that platform. Again, for another set of 6. Again, trying to keep that carriage still as possible, arms flat down by your sides, Trying to keep those hips nice and even, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. You're already halfway there. One more. Hold this bridge for me. Again, chin should not be to your chest. Roll up those hips nice and high. There should not be a gap between those hips. Zip up those abs. Hold it here. Roll all the way back down. Carriage goes back to full stop. Now this is going to be the third kind of bridge. Again, if you preferred the first set or the second set, you can do that one instead. Otherwise, you're going to have an external lateral rotation. So both of your heels are going to go to opposite corners of that foot bar. Toes pointing towards that ceiling at an angle. You're just going to press 1 inch from stop, pressing out. And you're going to roll on up, trying to keep that carriage as still as possible. If you do not like this one, you can keep your legs either on the platform or hip distance on the foot bar with those heels. Still trying to keep the carriage as still as possible and still trying to lift into those bridges as evenly as possible. Just 3 more. On this next one, hold it up for me. Just hold it here. Chin should not be to chest. Lift up those hips just an inch higher if you can. Good. Roll all the way back down. Then return the carriage all the way back up. Carefully roll on up to adjust your springs from 2 heavy to just 1 heavy or 1 red. You're going to still be in the supine position, so lay back down on your back, head between that headrest. Your legs are going to go tabletop, glued together. So knees bent 90, shins parallel that floor for me. Adjust so your shins are as parallel to the floor as you can. Zip up those abs, and once you're ready, you're going to grab the long loops behind you. You're going to start with your arms going long in alignment with your shoulders. You're going to press your arms down to the sides, open up to the sides, creating a T shape with those arms, up at the top, and then returning. These arm circles, you're going to do 6 in this direction, 6 in the other direction. Listen to your body here, keeping you nice, solid tabletop. Just 2 more. All right, meet at the top. Now changing directions. You're going from the top to a lateral position, then swooping to the sides, then lifting back up. You're doing 6 in the opposite direction now. Two more. On this last one, meet at the bottom, either keeping your arms hovering or you can glue them to the mat, which would be a little bit easier. You can either pulse or keep your arms nice and still. Just hold it here. And release. You can lower those legs from tabletop, release those arms. One more thing in this supine position before changing into prone. So, arms are going to go out long in front of you again. Parallel arms. I do not want those arms going past those shoulders. Legs are going to go back to tabletop, glued together. Your arms are going to go pressed down to your sides. I want them touching that mat, palms facing down. Now, your legs are going to go nice and long. You're either going to do a nice lower and lift, or you're going to hold your legs out long at an angle and do a micro pulse for me. You're just here for 15 seconds. Really zip up those abs. And one. Return to tabletop. Carefully lower those legs down. Hang up those long loops. One at a time. Good job. Now carefully stand on up to the left-hand side of your reformer. Once you have stood up, you can change your springs from one red, or one heavy, to one medium, or one blue. Now, carefully you're going to want to use that box. I have a box that has these little slots, so I am going to place my box longwise over these shoulder blocks. If you do not have this specific kind of sitting box, then you're going to put your box in front of the shoulder blocks. Now, keeping just that one blue, your foot bar is going to stay nice and upright. You're carefully going to lay on your stomach, which is the prone position, with your chest, your upper chest just past the box. Your legs are going to be out nice and long for me. Now, I want your palms to go onto that foot bar. I want your arms to be shoulder distance apart. You're going to stare down at the springs below. All of your fingers should be wrapped over the foot bar. If you have wrist issues, you do not have to grip the foot bar, but still try to have your fingers all over that foot bar. Once you're ready, you're going to keep your head down and you're going to press out straight arms and return. Tucking in with those arms, head stays in between your arms the entire time. You're here for 12. Prone is a very important spinal movement in Pilates. Prone is just a fancy way of saying you're on your stomach. 3 more. Keeping your head down. Just using your arms to press out and return. 1 more. Hold those arms out straight for me. Just hold it here. Return all the way back in to a full stop. Once you're ready, you're going to start with your head in between your arms. You're going to press out, but as you return, you're going to keep long arms and you're going to do a nice thoracic extension where you lift your upper body on up. Okay, arms are going to stay shoulder distance apart, all fingers over that foot bar. With your head looking down, press out, long arms. Now you're going to pull in with straight arms, lifting up your thoracic region for a nice thoracic extension. Pause here, then lower that thoracic region and press out long arms, head in between your arms. You're here for 12, 1 more time. Go nice and slow. The higher you lift up during that thoracic extension, the harder it is. Just keep that in mind. Only lift up where you do not feel too much of a strain. Still using those arms. Your arms are just not bending now as you return all the way back in. Incorporating that extension makes it a little bit spicier. Still try to keep that same momentum going. Halfway there. Two more. One more. Hold that thoracic extension. Lower those shoulders. Good. Lower all the way down, all the way back in. You can release and maybe hug that box for a second. All right, once you're ready, your arms are gonna go to opposite corners of that foot bar, starting with your head parallel to those arms, staring straight down. Press out with your arms. Bend those arms to come back in, keeping that head looking down the entire time. Just four more. On this next one, hold that extension for me. Just breathe through it. Return all the way back in. Rest for a moment. All right, once you're ready, arms going to opposite corners of that foot bar one more time. Starting with your head down, then you're gonna return, keeping those long arms once again for that thoracic extension. So head staying down as you press out. Then you're gonna pull in, long arms using that thoracic extension. Then press out, head goes back down, upper body is down. Then that thoracic extension, long arms the entire time. You're here for 12. One more, hold that extension. Looking straight ahead, lower those shoulders. Press out, fully return all the way back in. Good job. Now, staying in this prone position, you're going to hug that box for me in front of you. Your legs are going to go to opposite corners of that box. Knees are going to bend into a 90. You're going to just do some hamstring kicks. So you're going at the same time, those legs are just going to be kicking towards your hamstrings, then returning to that 90 position. Your head should be staring straight down the entire time. You're kicking back, everything going back to that 90. You're halfway there. Think about your pelvis here, not just your hamstrings. 1 more, and fully release. Carefully, once you are ready, carefully stand on up to the right-hand side of your reformer. Your box is going to go off of that carriage. It's going to go onto the floor on the right-hand side, propped just in front of the nook of that foot bar. Now, you can either have 1 blue, or you can go to 1 red, or maybe 1 blue and 1 yellow, up to you. It's going to be some lunges now. Stand on to the top of that box for me. Your right foot is going to go to the inner left corner of that box. Right foot is going to go propped against the shoulder block closest to you. Toes curled. Either have your hands interlaced or by your sides, or if you need to, you can always use that foot bar that's in front of you to help support you. Either way, listen to where your body is at today. You're just pressing down into a lunge. Notice that my knee is not past my standing ankle, and return. As you press down, try to hinge forward. Just 2 more. On this next one, see if you can challenge yourself and hold that lunge for me. Just hold it here. Carefully lift all the way back up. Both of your feet are going to go onto that box before you go down onto that floor. Then you're going to bring that box on over to the left-hand side of that carriage. Same exact movements, just on the other side. I want that sitting box propped up against that foot bar nook. Now your left foot is going to go to the right innermost front part of that box. Your right foot is going to go propped against that shoulder block nearest you. Again, you can either grab that foot bar, hands can go by your sides, or interlace in front of you, whatever feels good. Listen to your body, where your balance is today. Square off those hips. Go down into that lunge. Hinging forward, do not let that standing knee go past that standing ankle. And return. Hinging forward as you lunge. Just 2 more. This is a heavier weight, so just hold it here for this last one. Maybe hinge a little bit more forward, just hold it here. Lift all the way back up. Go to a full stop before both legs go onto that box, then onto that floor. You are done with that box. You can leave it off to the side. Now, once you are ready, you're going to go into a kneeling position. You can either have 1 blue or 1 yellow. So 1 medium or 1 yellow. You're going to be in a seated kneel in front of your shoulder blocks, sitting on your booty here. This is the last and final movement for the class, so make it count. You're going to start with your arms using those long loops, palms facing each other, hinge forward for a nice tricep press. You're here for 12. Palms should be facing each other. Head should be between those arms. Halfway there. Four more. Staring at that platform in front of you. Hinged a little bit forward. Two more. Good. All the way back down. Rest for a second. For this next set, have your palms facing up, elbows tucked in by your sides. You're going to press your arms out long. Do not let those shoulders lift. And as you return, those elbows should go towards your midline. Your elbows should not go past your torso. So press out for 12 and return, staring straight ahead, not letting those arms go past your torso, not letting those shoulders lift. If this is a little bit light for you, you are welcome to be kneeling on your knees. Listen to your body today. Two more. Hold it out. And release. Good job. Hang up those straps. I hope you enjoyed today's workout. That completes today's 30-minute full body workout on this leg row 2 today. I hope you have a great day. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Graceful Pilates. Thank you so much. Have a great day.